Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this crochet patchwork sweater. So I used generic medium weight yarn and a 5.5mm crochet hook for this entire project. The majority of the sweater is just worked in double crochet. You double crochet until you make a square, so I believe mine was about 14 centimeters wide and then 14 centimeters tall. So the sweater is made up of stacks of blocks. The front and back are made up of stacks of 4 blocks, and the sleeves are made up of 3 blocks. Just following this pattern, you can use whatever colors you'd like. I think the most challenging part of the whole sweater was the houndstooth pattern, which is just the blue and white squares on my sweater. So basically you cast on, you have to have an odd number, and then of course you chain 1 before you start, but you're going to be keeping an odd number of stitches throughout the row. For the first row, you just alternate between doing a single crochet and a double crochet into the second chain, then double crochet, and then single crochet, double crochet to the end. So every row you start with a single crochet and you end with a double crochet, but before you finish that double crochet, when you're pulling through the last time, you want to switch your yarn color or else you're going to end up with the wrong color loop, and then that will kind of mess up how it looks going into the next row. So you're changing colors right before you finish the end of the last row, then you chain and turn, and then you start with a single crochet again, double crochet, single crochet, all the way to the end, and then you do the same thing to switch to the other color, still going over that yarn. And I found that it was helpful to give the tail yarn a little tug at the end of each row to make sure that it's all snug, that it's not bunching up on the inside, just to make sure that it will not loosen up later. Once you're done with crocheting all of the squares, then you can move on to connecting them. All I did was slip stitch them together. It's super simple, and then I moved on to the ribbing. So here's what the sweater is looking like right now. So what I'm going to do is do some ribbing on either end, and I'll show you guys how I'm doing that. And I'm also going to do it along the bottom and then around the collar, and then I will make a button band that goes down here. I think I'm probably like at least 75% done with this, but I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. So I made the collar. The bind off is stretchy so that you can see the entire thing is stretchy, so that it'll be able to go all the way around the collar nicely and not be inhibited by a regular cast off. I also made the cuffs, which are with that same stretchy bind off, so those go like that, and they make the sleeves long enough. So I have both of those. The next things I have to do are to just do the bottom, which is going to be really long. Like, look at how long this thing is. It hardly even fits, so I have to do ribbing all the way around this. And then finally I need to do the button band, which I'm going to crochet. So actually I should have mentioned that I'm knitting the ribbing. I was going to crochet it, but I tried it over and over and over again. I spent hours trying to crochet ribbing, and I just thought, I know how to knit, it's gonna look way better. So I ended up doing the knitting ribbing, and I just think turning out better this way. You can crochet your own ribbing if you'd like to, but I just thought, like, I'm an expert knitter, might as well do that. I think this was 84 stitches or 80 stitches, something like that. So I can use that to measure along the bottom and see how many of those I'll need. It'll be a lot. Once the rest of the sweater is connected together, all you have to do is the button band. So you double crochet all the way up from the bottom ribbing all the way up to the collar, and you connect it at the top so that you're double crocheting along the edge and you're just kind of finishing off the edge. I did 3 rows of double crochet, and on the button side I did 1 row of double crochet, 1 row with double crochet, and then chain 2 double crochet. I think I had 6 buttons, so I made 6 buttonholes in that way, and then you just skip 2 stitches. It's very simple. And then I just sewed the buttons on with a needle and thread. This sweater was super straightforward, and I hope this tutorial was helpful because this was definitely the easiest and fastest sweater I've made, and I really love how it came out. Just to finish off the sweater, all you have to do is trim the threads and weave them in, and then finally iron it. Then it kind of flattens out, and you can see that it lays a lot better once it's been ironed. So I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about it, or if there are any other knit or crochet tutorials that you would like to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!